With a vibrant green and serene blues, some earthy browns, they began anew. Indeed it is true they were given much, and under the moon they were each other's crutch. Such powerful connections and loving obsessions, they never addressed the unspoken questions. They rolled the dice and lost their way, and gold replaced silver the very next day. But dismay would dig deep into one boy's soul, and with high-strung thoughts he paid a toll. But what was written in this very scroll were nitpicked thoughts of a ratted-out mole, who burrowed deep within the pink and gray, and planted the seeds to think, say nay, and pray for the world to knock on his door, for choosing your path can be quite a chore. But yellow rays shined on yellow brick roads, lacing up his red shoes, shooing internal foes. A stick of tobacco was dropped from his hand, for his lungs had been blackened much more than he had planned. His feet dragged slowly as the bricks did clow, when he found safe haven in a humble abode. 3 merry men sat around a very round table, 1 Bill, 1 Bob, 1 Brian, drinking soup with a ladle. He asked the 3 men if they could be his savior. They laughed and all said, "Are the odds in your favor?" The very next day he wandered again, and then said, "See you soon," to the 3 merry men. His shirt was quite torn, and shoes had been faded, but through spirit and soul he could not be degraded. Days had gone by, and when this man caught his eye, he was wearing a bright orange suit and a lovely tie. The woman beside him wore a violet dress, and the boy burned with envy he could not confess. But the man was a friend, and showed him the way off the trail that once was to save him many days. In no time at all, the boy reached up a toe, which resonated Lazaline, of course indigo. A little man stood at the top of this very place, and walked to the boy and slapped him in the face. He spoke gibberish and waddled about, but his words were filled with hope and not doubt. He started to speak in a tongue the boy knew, and said a few words the boy could never spew. He talked of a path he could walk with many, and the fear of what's ahead should not bother him any. The boy tipped his hat and bid the man adieu, and let green, blues, and browns make him anew.